There are some very subtle differences that make this ship absolutely one of the best ships to be on if you're looking for an Alaska cruise in 2026. This is James from Cruise West Coast, and we are on the Brilliant Lady. And this is the first time Virgin Voyages has sent a ship to the West Coast doing Alaska, Mexican Riviera cruises, and it's going to be awesome. So one of the first things that you'll notice when you look around on deck here is the opacity of the panels that would normally block some of the view are actually quite a bit lighter than they used to be. This is done as a specific effort to make viewing Alaska wildlife and wilderness and all those beautiful scenes that much easier. Don't worry, they've left those signature binoculars. They're all around the ship. I don't have the exact number, but I kind of feel like there's actually quite a bit more of them. But these are going to come in handy when you come into Alaska, or if you're looking at whales going out of Cabo as well. So there's a whole bunch of interior changes and guest services changes that make this ship great for Alaska and great for Mexican Riviera. But in order to do that, it had to fit through the Panama Canal. The other sister ships can't do that. It's not a matter of the hull being too wide. It's a matter of things above the waterline, like the lifeboats, for instance, that prohibit it from going through the canal properly. So in order to do that, there's two major changes that they did. The first, you'll notice these lifeboats are actually elevated a little bit and in towards the ship, and that allows it to avoid hitting things on the side of the canal. As a consequence of that, they've actually created a new class of cabins that's only on this ship, and that is a sea terrace, but a slightly smaller sea terrace. These actually have two hammocks, which is a really cool feature if you're traveling with somebody that you don't want to fight with over who gets the hammock. So let's go check out the dock now, and I'll show you where one of the biggest changes from a guest experience perspective happened as they narrowed the end of the ship. We'll go in the dock in a second and show you what it looks like, but I chose this angle because I think it's a great illustration of how on Brilliant Lady, the line of the hull goes all the way back straight, whereas on the other sister ships, it kind of tapers outwards. So one of my absolute favorite spots on any Virgin Voyages ship is the dock area. This is a wide open sun deck on deck 7. They've got waiters bringing around appetizers. They've got a great bar with some great drinks, and they've got umbrellas, super comfortable couches to enjoy the stuff that you're on a cruise for. But one of the biggest changes that they've made on this ship is that instead of it tapering outwards, I think by about 5 or 6 feet, now it goes straight back. And that change allows it to get just the right amount of clearance they need to proceed through the Panama Canal. But don't worry, this back deck is as good as it's ever been, and it's just one more reason to book a Virgin Voyages cruise. So one of the other things they've done on Brilliant Lady to make it even better for Alaska is they've just opened up tons of space. They've added extra chairs, they've made windows more accessible, they've made the flow better so you can congregate inside on cold, rainy days, something they really didn't design the ship to do originally when it was focused on things like the Caribbean. However, as you guys know, in Alaska, there's gonna be days where you want to be inside, sipping some tea, sipping some coffee, whatever it is, but you don't want to miss the action. You don't want to miss the whales outside. And so they've opened up spaces like here in the roundabout area. They actually removed the vinyl, the DJ's store that they used to have there, and now it's a live music venue as well. So for those of you who enjoyed those things, and I did too, that was kind of one of the fun vibes that Virgin had. Unfortunately, that's not here anymore. But what you do have is you've got a great open space that's perfect for congregating. And frankly, even on a hot day, it's almost 90 degrees here in Puerto Rico right now as we're doing this preview. There's lots of people enjoying the cool air inside. And I think that's a big win for Virgin, which goes along with their awesome outdoor areas as well. So it's been almost 6 months since we sailed on Brilliant Lady over in the Caribbean, and she is now in the West Coast. It's going to be a great season where she is sailing Mexican Riviera right now and then heading up north to Alaska. As you can see, they did a lot of tweaks to make this ship work really well, including opening the pool up a little bit, facing the loungers out. But at the end of the day, it's still the Virgin Voyages cruise experience that you know and love. and I can't wait to go sail with them again.